the material affairs of life for someone who is situated in self-realization is like nighttime. The worldly affairs, that there's a spiritual reality to life. We're engaged, we're embodied. We have a body, gross and subtle. And we're engaging ourselves in service to Krishna using our body and our mind. That's external. It's devotional service, but it's not the essence of devotional service. Just like the nice example of this is the conversation between Ramananda Roy and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. It's very, very deep. Very, very deep. I mean, some of our favorite verses, Lord Chaitanya says it's external. Yat karoshi, yat asnasi, yat jahosi, tadasa yat, sarvadharmam prityaja, mamekam sharanam praja, brahmabhuta prasanatma nasochati. External, it's external, it's external. It doesn't mean that Krishna's words in Bhagavad Gita, he's just talking something external. It means that there's an essence of those verses and one needs to capture the essence of those verses. What's the essence of devotional service? Because the question is, what's the goal of life? The goal of life is not behavior modification. We're not the International Society for Behavior Modification Incorporated. We're the International Society for Krishna Consciousness. And the essence of Krishna consciousness is this absorption in transcendental realization of our relationship with Krishna. And the devotional service is an exhibition of that. And there's the sadhana where we practice it, but the purpose of the sadhana is to awaken that deeper Krishna consciousness. Like, as Prabhupada writes in Bhagavad Gita, right? 241 Bhagavad Gita purport, very nicely expressed, says this. In describing the vyavasayatmika capacity of one who is fixed in their purpose, their devotional service is fixed because their purpose is one. And when their purpose is one, Prabhupada explains, one need not strive for good results. Doesn't mean like because we're devotees we don't care if the arti is on time or the offering is burnt, or we out of devotion, we concerned out of devotion for the outcome of our activities. But the essence is the devotion, not simply the outcome of our activities. It's the difference between external and internal. The difference between night and day. Any work begun in Krishna consciousness has a permanent effect, even though not finished. The performer of such work is therefore not at a loss, even if his work in Krishna consciousness is incomplete. Oops. Yeah. The highest perfection of Krishna consciousness is to go back to Godhead, right? Or to enter into our eternal loving relationship with Krishna, or become a pure devotee. Perfection of Krishna consciousness is stated in this purport. Renunciation of the material conception of life. The essence is not just the behaviors that we do. The essence is entering so fully into the spiritual conception of life that the material conception of life is external. as it's described in Nectar Devotion, the essence of devotional service is not just the behaviors that we do, it's the consciousness behind the behaviors that we do. The essence of Krishna consciousness is not, I mean, many people can ring a bell, light a stick of incense, and move some circles, and say some mantras. That's not the essence of Krishna consciousness. It's not the essence of chanting. It's not the essence. What's the essence? The essence is, there's a little voice inside that says, I want to be again situated in my relationship with Krishna. And that's the essence, and nurturing that essence are the activities, the sadhanas that we perform, but the essence is that spirit of devotion unto Krishna.